All right, guys. Hey, Coach Kevin here. I'm going to go over workout 1 of your 2024 MoTown Throwdown, Foster. So I've got Miss Nikki and I've got Miss Laura here. They're going to help us go over some logistical things, kind of go over the layout. This is not the exact layout, but it's pretty stinking close to like what it'll be like on game day. So let's go over like setup, what it all looks like. When we start the workout, one athlete is allowed to start on the rower. Okay, so I'm going to have one of them start on the rower. When you guys get there, there's going to be a layout just like this. There's going to be a rower, there's going to be a skier, there's going to be a biker, okay? There's going to be 3 mats, okay? So 1, 2, 3 mats lined up, and then there's going to be a box on this side of the mats, and you guys will be like pushing the sleds or pushing the boxes, that way. So as far as layout goes, rower, skier, bike, 3 mats, and then the box will be on this side, but just for video purposes, this is where it'll be. The dumbbells will be closer to the machines, but we get the point here. At the count of 3, 2, 1, go, one athlete is allowed to start sitting on the rower, feet strapped in, but they cannot touch the handles until we say go. One athlete is going to row while the other athlete is like touching the box. You can touch with your hand or you can touch with your foot, but it's got to be like a distinct touch. That is where if you guys decide to switch, you will. There is no requirement to switch on the row, but if you do, the rower has to come to the box, and that's where the switch out will occur. Gentlemen, you're going to do 30 calories. Ladies, you're going to do 25, and that's across all divisions. Let's just say they decide to switch. So they're going, they decide to switch. Laura will get out. Nikki will stay here.
Sorry, stay.
Nikki will stay. Once she gets there, they'll kind of switch. Then Nikki gets on. She hangs out right there. Once they get all of the calories accumulated, then they will come to their dumbbells. Okay? The first movement is going to be 30 synchronized alternating dumbbell snatches. Now we're going to try to make this easy for the athletes and the judges. The synchronization in the snatch happens in one place, and that is overhead. So what we're looking for here, and I'm going to have you guys face the camera so the camera can see. You guys do not have to do same arm at the same time, right? It's just got to be, the dumbbells moving in sync. So if one partner does the right arm, one does the left, that's okay. You guys will be facing each other when you do this in the workout, but for you guys to see, I want them to face the camera. So dumbbell starts on the ground. Non-working hand has to be off the body, so you cannot touch your wrist, you cannot touch your thigh with your wrist or your elbow. From here, dumbbell goes overhead in one continuous motion. And you guys are going to switch at the bottom. You guys can switch midair. You can switch wherever you want. Both ends of the dumbbells need to hit the ground. You guys can stand real fast. Like, set it down. Sorry, stand. Just relax. Both ends of the dumbbells need to hit the ground. Now, if it's tap, it's okay. If it's really, really close, we'll let it kind of slide. But if only one end of the dumbbell hits, that judge will give you a no rep, and that rep will not count. The synchronization for the snatches happens at the top. So both of you guys do a snatch for me. So 3, 2, 1, they do a rep. Let's say that they both go down. Nikki goes back up overhead, and Laura needs to rest. Nikki will stay here until Laura comes up. That's when the rep counts. And they can switch again, switch hands. That's when it counts. Go back down to the ground. Now Laura go overhead, Nikki hang tight. That's when the rep counts, okay? Go ahead and relax for me. So these are alternating, so you'll go one arm, switch all the way to the ground, switch. Synchronization happens at that top. Ways to get no rep today for this movement will be if you guys are not at the top at the same time, if only one end of the dumbbell hits that ground, or if we have our non-working hand touching that body, okay? After your 30th rep is complete, you will put both dumbbells on the box, okay? So they hit rep 30, both dumbbells go on the box. One athlete will push the box down. Now, there will be a cone at your turnaround point. One athlete will push down while the other athlete just kind of hangs tight. Once they get to the cone, they'll leave the box, they'll turn, they'll run back, and they'll switch, right? So Laura pushes it down, she turns around, runs back. Nikki will run down, and then she will push the sled back. Okay? She will push the sled into the mats, right? Because there's going to be 3 mats lined up. So Nikki will push her box into the mats, and that will be the end of round 1. Now, while Nikki is moving her box back, Laura can be on the ski erg ready to go. But she cannot touch the handles until the judge sees Nikki push the box, and then Nikki touches the skier, right? So let's simulate this. Laura's ready to go. Nikki's pushing the box. She pushes. Once she gets there, she touches, and then Laura can start going. Now, Nikki must come back to the box, and if they decide to switch, they switch at the box. So let's just say they decide to switch. Boom. So now Laura's touching the box. Nikki's finishing her skier calories. Once they get 25, they will then come back to their dumbbells. Your second round of dumbbells looks like this. I'll have you guys face the camera again. It is going to be 20 overhead dumbbell lunges. Now, there is no requirement for you guys to switch arms. So if you want to, you can do all your reps on one arm. Okay, if you guys decide to switch, that's up to you and your partner. But the synchronization for the overhead lunges are the knees hitting the ground at the same time. Okay, so they're gonna go up overhead. Let's see like 2 good reps. So they're gonna tap, that would be 1 rep. That would be 2. Now these are alternating, right? So it's gonna be like left leg, right leg, you'll switch legs. Now let's say that Nikki goes down into her lunge and Laura needs a rest. She's gonna hang out. Once Laura hits, that's when the rep is good. And then they come back up. We'll do 1 more. Nikki goes out, Laura's got a rest. That's when it's good, okay? Go ahead and relax for me. Okay, so the synchronization is when the knees hit the ground, and if you guys are going to switch overhead, that's gonna be up to you, but you can't just throw the dumbbell up. You'll have to show some sort of controlled position right there. Ways to get no rep here is if that back knee does not hit the ground all the way, okay? If you guys have your non-working arm helping you come up, that would be a no rep. If one partner's knee hits the ground and they don't wait for your partner to hit and they stand too soon, that would give you a no rep as well. These will be forward lunges, okay? So we will not step backwards. You will step forward into that lunge from a judging standpoint. 20 reps, 10 per leg, so you'll alternate for those. Once all 20 reps are done, 1 dumbbell, not both, just 1 will go on the box, and then we'll do the same thing. One partner, and it doesn't have to be the same. So on the very first round, Laura pushed first. It doesn't have to stay that way. Nikki can push down to the cone. Once she gets there, she turns around, she runs back, she tags Laura. Laura runs down and then pushes the cone. Same thing, Nikki can be on the bike, ready to go, feet on there, but you're not gonna touch you're not gonna start pedaling until Laura comes back, and then she will run, she'll touch the bike somewhere, and then she'll come back to the box. Nikki's gonna get 30 calories. Gentlemen, you'll get 30. If they decide to switch, they'll switch out. She'll have to wait, tag, Laura's on, she'll finish out those calories. After they accumulate 25, your last round of dumbbell movements will look like this. These will be 10 synchronized burpee over dumbbells. So on this one here, we'll kind of readjust so you guys can see what we're looking for. And again, there'll be plenty of room when we get out there, but just for you guys to see on the camera, the synchronization on the burpee over dumbbell will be when both chests are on the ground, not when they jump over, when both chests hit the ground. So they're gonna go down, that rep counts, they're gonna come up, and then they're gonna do a 2-foot takeoff over the dumbbell, okay? Now, let's say that Laura goes down and Nikki needs a break. That's when the rep counts, and they hop up, and then they'll get over that dumbbell and they'll jump over, okay? So again, synchronization is when both chests hit the ground. So let's do one that's really exaggerated. I'm gonna have Laura go down. Nikki's resting, she's really tired. Now she goes down. Now they can get up and jump over that dumbbell, okay? Now they'll do 10 of them. Ways to get no reps here. This is gonna be the tricky one, is the judges are looking for a clear and distinct like feet over dumbbells. It will be a jump across both divisions. So intermediate or RX stepping over is not a good rep. You guys will have to jump. So what we're looking for is pretty much when you guys come up from your burpee, we want to see that dumbbell and those feet be in a straight line. If you're back here and you jump and any part of that foot or that whole foot is not covering that dumbbell, or it looks like we're kind of jumping behind, right? That judge will give you no rep and you'll have to redo the burpee, okay? So make sure that both feet are jumping up and over that dumbbell, okay? So that would be one way to get a no rep for this part of the workout. Another way would be if one partner goes down and before their partner goes down, they pop up and their chests are not on the ground at the same time. That would give them a no rep right there. Other than that, for the round of 10, that's about the only way that you can get yourself no rep is if the chests don't touch at the same time and if those feet don't jump over the dumbbells at that same time. After 10 reps are complete, you guys will then, put that box back down to 20 inches for me. For the third round of box push, you will not have any dumbbell on the box. So it'll be an empty box. One partner, doesn't matter which one, will push it down. They'll run back, they'll tag, and then the other partner will run down, push it back. Your time stops when the judge sees the box hit the mat. So as soon as they're coming down, when the judge sees the box hit the mat, they'll stop their timer, and that will be your guys' score for the workout. Okay, so again, quick overview flow. Row, 30 gentlemen, ladies, 25 calories, 30 synchronized 30 dumbbell snatches to the ground, okay? And then one partner will push the box with both dumbbells down. They'll run back. The other partner will run down. They'll push it back. 30, 25 calories on the ski erg, 20 alternating overhead lunges, 10 per leg. One dumbbell on the box, down, back. The partner will run down, push it back. And then you will finish with gentlemen 30, ladies 25 calories on the C2 bike, 10 burpee over dumbbell in synchronization, and then an unweighted box, pushing it down, sprinting back, sprinting down, pushing back. Time stops when that box hits. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. That is your workout 1, Foster, for your 2024 MoTown Throwdown. If you guys have any questions after watching this, please reach out to me. We'll answer them, and then we'll make sure that everybody's on the same page. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Done.